Hey, my beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. And a big thank you for being here and listening to this divine daily blast. Let's get right to the cards and the messages and see what we are up for today. So, we are in an angel numerology number 8 day. Let me move these cards up. This stand that I've got this top camera on gets jostled and it rolls around. So every so often I have to keep changing the position. All right, enough of that nonsense. Um, we're in number 8, Angel Numerology Day today, which is really all about being successful. Um, but I realize most of us may not feel all that successful. So, what else can we say about a number 8 vibration? Abundance, prosperity, a day to think on your daily business, the choices made with the 8 energy, because it looks like this the infinity symbol, they're favored, and prayers that we've put up and we've sent up and we've asked for have the better tendency to be answered on an 8 day. The 8 energy is all about success, insightfulness, power, success, as I said before, and likely if you're an 8 person, then you're a leader in your field. This works with the tarot card King of Pentacles or King of Earth, depending on what you are deck you're using. It's also, the King of Autumn if you are using the seasons to separate the different elements of tarot. You can call in the help of Archangel Ariel, Jophiel. This is also about expansion. Now, what I will also say, the full moon is in the partnering sign of Libra, but we also have Venus going direct. So that retrograde cycle's ending. It's full steam ahead for those loving relationships, and not necessarily just romantic, but it can be. If romance is something that's on your horizon, then I would say that the Venus influence and this full moon in Libra is great for bringing those energies to light. And plus, we've got a success on our plate. So all of that is lined up for you. It's also a great time to practice forgiveness. Now let's move on to our daily affirmation from the angels. This comes from your guardian angels. Focus on your own dreams, express gratitude, then you'll easily see all the signs that we've been sending you to let you know we're here to help you. Here's your affirmation. I trust that others' journeys are perfect for them. Mine is for me. I find happiness on my own path. We have to find happiness on our own path. Even though we've got today's energy of the full moon in Libra and Venus moving forward, it is ultimately our own happiness that I have to say will attract others. We get attracted by those, the energy we're sending out almost mirrors back to us. Here are my isms. My lift is a gift I am happy to share. I am aligned with the power of the Creator, and that power is within me right now. I am love. I am God. I am worthy. And I am infinite. Now, I'm keeping with our Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay this week. I asked the guides because I wanted to keep going with these. I love how the fairies bring these simple daily messages through these cards. And it seemed to be very simple for me to tune into it. And they basically said it was okay to use these cards again. I think I got in the habit of finding a different deck every single week to bring a different perspective. But I like the playful lightness of these fairy cards, and I like the way that the message lands with all of these messages. But before we get to the cards, Gertrude and Beatrice, let us focus on a new angel activation, and then we'll go to our divine master who's going to be with us this week. Our new angel activation is the violet flame. The violet flame is about surrendering and releasing, and big important one, forgiving anything of the past. There are many, many, many keepers of the violet flame. Archangel Zadkiel, Saint Germain, Lady Portia. They all keep the violet flame. And the violet flame's purpose is to lift our hearts, our minds, and our spiritual souls up. To embrace our inner being, our inner love, our inner spirituality, the part of us that goes into meditation and burns off those lower, darker, kind of shadow energies. And what the card says, you face darkness head on, and now you are moving into a state of love. All the previous traumas, dramas, and limitations are being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on knowing that you wouldn't be who you are if you hadn't surmounted the challenges you have experienced. In order to heal fully, let your love reach where it has never reached before. And your activation is, I am purified by the violet flame. If you want, if you're looking for a visualization, in most of my meditations that I use personally, and the ones that I like to listen to, the guided ones, both feet flat on the floor. That's grounding you to the love and the stability of the earth, Mother Earth, the planet, holding us in the space that we're at. And then taking a deep breath in, and sometimes to breathe deeply because we're not used to doing it, takes 3 breaths for me. The first, reaching into my heart space. The second, reaching into my belly space. And the third, reaching into my seat or my feet or both. And then I can breathe normally, knowing that I got a free channel of oxygen, a free channel of air, right down to the soles of my feet, and then digging down into the depths of Mother Earth. This is grounding us here, now, present. The breath also helps to clear out any mental mind fog, dust, debris, energies, thinking, thoughts that keep racing. Use that breath. And then we get clear on what it is we're looking to lift up from. Trust me, if there's a lot of heaviness on your mind and a lot of burdens that you are faced with, you can simply bring the violet flame around. Me, I see it as being in the corner of a beautiful chapel and going into what I would call a vestibule, a little area. And to me, in my mind's eye, it's usually if I were to stand in a beautiful chapel in front of an altar, the chapel of the violet flame is over to my right. It is a cauldron-looking fire. And here are my guides and my angels, Saint Germain, Lady Portia, standing over the violet flame, being invited to place all my burdens into it and see that violet flame transmute it, transform it into love, into healing, letting all of the things that weigh me down lift and go into it. This is all about forgiveness. Now, guess who's with us all week long? Yes, none other than Lady Portia. Lady Portia is about overcoming limitations, and our limitations are those burdens in our mind. She's also the twin flame of Saint Germain. Her energy this particular week is asking us to let go of our need to be right. Let go of our need to prove a point. Let go of our need to control anything that does not have to do with us. The truth is usually sitting underneath the burdens. And it does mean that to truly be set free, we have to claim the fact that we're the keeper of our mind and our body, and wherever love is present, fear is a stranger. And fear is what holds us back. Gertrude and Beatrice are out under the full moon, and they're just sitting looking at it, gazing into the full moon, and Gertrude is saying, let your dreams and your wishes be in the present moment. And imagine you've got the heavy burdens and the worries and the woes. She says tying them to a string around a balloon and send them up. Send them up to be released out into wherever the ethers. They no longer fit. Oh, here's one I want to. Can I have this one? Oh, dang. Let's see what this one has to say. You saw me shuffle. Let's see. Oh, you can't make this up. Look at that. So this is where Gertrude and Beatrice were standing looking out at the full moon. And here is our stargazer. Looking up, looking out. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about the situation. I'm Thank you, guides, spirits, fairies, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to receive. This is the little prayer that you say when you go to the moon. You can imagine the moon being a beautiful violet-looking moon as you pledge whatever it is you want to pledge, release whatever you want to release, let go of karma. This is quite interesting, right? I think that's it. I don't know that there's any other message other than hold your heart, hold your mind, hold your spirit, and just be in that feeling of joy. But to be in that feeling of joy, you have to release what's stopping us from being there. All right, I'll be back in a little while with today's navigation for the week ahead, so don't stay tuned for that in a little bit. Other than that, listen, have yourself a great day, and until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now.